When we're in the flow, release and let it go. Find that missing piece that makes us whole. When we're in the flow.
And Malene,
Yeah.
now you have been our studio expert so far, but now it's time to hear your presentation or your perspective on workflows.
Thank you, Lotta. For sure, implant dentistry is a fine and advanced piece of art that we can enjoy very much. Today, we are talking about workflow in implant dentistry. And it's very important in our daily practice. It's important for me as a surgeon, and it's very important for the patient flow itself. So if we can use the technology and get the whole team to be a part of this flow, then we can make a day that is easier for the whole team, easier for me as a surgeon during the operation, and much more professional to offer the patients. We have a smoother day at the office, and it's also convenient and it's also time-saving for us by the end of the day. And we can use it either in the simple cases, we can use it in the advanced cases, and also in the complex cases. I think that Acento is a really good example of that, because when we're using Acento, we are having our assistants in the office taking the CBCT scan, taking the intraoral scan, merging them, uploading them, and then finally I'm approving the treatment plan. And within a week, we're getting the box with the guide, the implant, and all the tools that we need. So at the day of surgery, we have a simple surgery that is planned, that is precise and predictable. We have the option of using the custom-made healing abutment, or we can use the custom-made provisional crown at the day of surgery, if we like. We can use the workflow and the Acento case, for example, in situations where we have limited access to vital structures like the mental nerve or the sinuses, and that way we can make a treatment that is precise and putting the implant exactly where we like it to be. So, simple cases, advanced cases, and in this case, single cases, we can use the Acento, but we also have much more complex cases like the ones Mark talked about. Complex cases where we need to rehabilitate the whole mouth, the upper jaw and the lower jaw, and here we really need the smart flow, and we need to be able to create a treatment plan that helps us to make the best outcome for the patient. A good example would be this patient that I treated some time ago. It is a very international known saxophone player, and he came to our office because he was insecure about the fact that he was getting loose teeth, and he was afraid that he one day wouldn't be able to play his music instrument anymore. So using the Smart Fix concept, we placed 4 implants in the upper jaw, 4 implants in the lower jaw, and a fixed bridge in the upper and the lower jaw. And by that, we could help him to play the music instrument again and be who he is on stage. So for sure, the smart flow could be a really good thing here as well. And by using that, we can have predictable and precise outcomes. And I believe that combining the research and the knowledge of the past with the technology of the future, we are able to help our patients for a better life. So, I guess there's no need to worry. We have the technology, we have the science, and we have the implants to make a difference for our patients. Thank you.
Thank you, Malene. And Michael and Mark, you have listened to Malene. Michael, what's your take on this?
Well, I think that these technologies, SmartFix and Acento, definitely help to smooth the workflow and give a broader variety of treatment for all. I do have a question though, and it regards Acento, and it's to do with the soft tissue, really. So my question is this: how predictable is the soft tissue between placing the site-specific healing abutment and the definitive Atlantis abutment, which of course has been designed prior to surgery?
Well, I think it's a very interesting question, but I must say I think it's the prosthodontist who's the best to answer this question because it is a challenge that we have talked about. Mark, can you help us out here?
Sure. Yeah, this has been something that we were honestly concerned about when we first started doing these types of cases. But what we've come to realize is that as you follow kind of sound surgical principles and place the implant optimally for the restoration, generally the tissue stays pretty much where it was at the beginning stages. And so what we've found is, the maximum amount of kind of tissue shrinkage you'll get about a 0.5 millimeter. And so if we place our restorative margin about 1 millimeter under the pre-op tissue, almost all the time we're going to have that predictable result and be able to use all of the different pieces.
So Malene, do you have any additional thoughts or comments?
I think it's just shows exactly how we need to have all different part of the aspects into the discussion. We need to have the surgeon, we need to have the prosthodontist, we need to have the lab, and we need to have the reason and technology to know where we can start and where we can pretend to end. So I think the collaboration is the key in this smart flow.
When